actual marriage, before the marriage contract, they conclude something in writing as who's going to buy this and who's going to buy that, and the financial responsibility of certain things, and so on. If this is, and conditions, stipulating some certain conditions. If this is the case, there is no problem, because they will be only abiding by that once they process the marriage contract, not before.
Okay, we have Brother Wasis from the UAE. Assalamu alaikum, brother. You're live on Ask Huda. Your questions, please.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Go ahead, Brother Wasis.
Yes, go ahead. I am 8 years old.
Okay.
Before Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was born,
Okay.
what answer did the believers give when they were in the grave? They asked 3 questions.
Okay.
What was the question? What was the answer they gave? Did Allah help them?
Okay. Okay. Jazakallah khair, Brother Wasis
My
there.
second question
Okay,
is,
go ahead.
do one know Allah loves him?
Okay.
What did he say?
Okay. Interesting question, Brother Wasis.
Does Allah hear it?
Wa jazakum. How old is
Okay.
he?
He's 8 years old.
Oh,
SubhanAllah.
mashallah.
And he has a very intelligent question there at the end. Sheikh
Can
Salem,
imagine when he's 18.
we have a question here from Sister Shafia as well. She says, can a woman wear perfume on her clothes while praying her prayer? The salah, performing the salah?
I have to answer that question. I don't know. I know a woman cannot wear perfume and go out. As to whether she can wear it in the home, it seems like it's okay.
It is permissible, as long as she is home. No problem.
Okay, Dr. Muhammad, we have a question here from Sister Shafia as well. She says she wants to know the ruling of the child out of wedlock. What is the ruling with regards to this child?
First of all, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, لا تزر وازرة وزر أخرى. No bearer of a sin bears the sin of another. Meaning, if a child was born out of wedlock, he is not responsible for the sin of his parents by any means. Nor do we judge him according to the practice of his parents, that he is a son of adulterer and adulteress. No, not at all. As a matter of fact, he might turn to be one of the most righteous living human beings. So every person will be responsible for their own actions. And we're not supposed to be judgmental and decide the fate of a person based on his parents' behavior or misbehavior. Second, the person who commits adultery will be deprived from the parenthood right. In Islam, he would not be eligible to give his last name to the child, even though he is his biological father, but he is not his legitimate father. So he will not bear his name. Other than that, accordingly, there is no inheritance between them, because he was born out of wedlock.
Okay, we have Sister Noor Suddin from Sudan. Assalamu alaikum, sister. You're live on Ask Huda.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah, Shaikh. I'd like to ask regarding a question on supplicating to Allah, because there are verses in the Quran that mentions that we should supplicate with Asma'ul Husna, which is with the names of Allah. And I've come across several books that actually teaches on the meaning of the names of Allah and how to supplicate.
Okay.
But some of these books, they actually tell you that, if you supplicate with the names of Allah, say Ya Allah Ya Maniq 161 times, then you'll be protected the whole day.
Okay.
And so on and so forth. Is that something which is right?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Some questions we like to deliver an expedite answer, such as this question, because of its importance, and we say, please stay away from those references totally, because if it is an act of worship, because ad-du'a is the greatest act of worship, as in the hadith the Prophet ﷺ said in the sound hadith, ad-du'a huwa al-ibadah. So we're only allowed to make dhikr if it is definite and stated with a number that it has to have a sound reference. There is no such reference whatsoever to all of those indications or yellow pages where it would say, if you are in a certain condition and you recite Surah Al-Duha 27 times, Allah will give you a relief. And if you recite Surah Yasin 17 times, or Surah or one verse of the Quran 100 times, or call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by His beautiful name Al-Azim, then all your backbones will be healthy and will recover. certain number of times. This is all innovations. And it will not only produce innovation, rather it will be a mean of committing an act of innovation. That means it will be rejected and the person will be committing a sin.
Okay, we have Brother Muhammad from Nigeria. Assalamu alaikum, brother, you're live on Ask Huda. Brother Muhammad, are you with us? Okay, Muhammad is cut off, but we have Sister Zainab from Nigeria. Assalamu alaikum, sister.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, I would like to thank...
Okay, Sister Zainab, can you please turn down the volume of your television set before asking your question?
Okay. I would like to thank all the whoever is in support of Huda TV. I'm a good fan of Huda TV. God Almighty Allah bless all of you. Dr. Muhammad Salah and all the others.
Amen.
My question is, I would like to get an advice on how one can increase his faith.
Okay.
And my second question is that, is it possible for somebody to make animal sacrifice, like slaughtering ram, after making some particular prayers for one or two reasons offerings?
For example, what kind of reasons?
Okay, like if you have, like if one has a particular wish, you may, after praying for some time, maybe reciting the Quran,
Okay.
one can slaughter ram
Okay.
as a sacrifice.
Okay. Jazakallah khair, Sister Zainab there from Nigeria. We also have Sister Fatima from Zambia. Assalamu alaikum, sister, you're live on Ask Huda.
No, it's not Zambia, it's Zambia.
Zambia. That's correct. Go ahead, sister. Can you please turn down the volume of your television set, please, before asking your question?
Yes, I would like to thank Dr. Muhammad Salah, first of all.
Jazakumullah khairan. Thank you.
Sister Fatima, can you please turn down the volume?
All his programs are very educative. Okay, hold on.
Okay, I think we have to cut Sister Fatima. Please, to all the viewers, when you're calling in, please turn off the volume of your television set whilst asking your question, because it gives us a very bad feedback here in the studio. Sheikh Ammar, we have a question here from Uthman from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. She says, the father died and he left kids. They're old kids. They're already married. However, the father had some brothers, which are their uncles, right? And they want to know if they have an interest in maintaining the relationship with the uncle. However, the mother of these children doesn't want them.
Right.
She doesn't want them to maintain the relation. She says, if you choose your uncles, then cut ties with me.
Yes.
What does the kids do in this circumstance?
Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Of course, obedience to anyone is after obedience to Allah alone, and we can't disobey Islamic Sharia or guidelines and in disobedience to Allah and then obey another person, whether it's your father or your mother or any other human being. And so some Muslims are confused about the idea of obeying the parents, and they think that's some kind of absolute request, when in fact every kind of obedience is bil ma'ruf, according to the Islamic standards, and it cannot violate that. So they need to respectfully tell their mother that they understand her feelings and respect her as their mother, but that she's asking them to do what is forbidden, which is to cut ties between relatives, distant or close to you, for no Islamic justification whatsoever. And so in Islam we maintain ties to every Muslim, our neighbors, relatives, and any person, unless there is an Islamic justification for removing that. So please don't commit a sin because of your mother.